Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to go over some footage caught on camera of crime being committed caught on camera. And it's nothing better than having your hand in the cookie jar and getting caught. So with that being said, keep in mind this channel is all about gun content, self-defense situations, gun reviews, and things in that category. So if you do enjoy those type of content, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on this video or on all these videos if you want. And keep leaving comments because you guys been doing a good job on the comments, so thumbs up on that one. And all credits to these videos, the channels will be down below in the description, so make sure you go ahead and check them out. So the reason why I do these videos is because obviously for you to be aware, because you never know. It's better to be aware than to be scared like half of America. And for gun owners, we tend to have the mindset of situational awareness as opposed to, fleeing and calling the cops. Not saying that's a bad thing, right? I mean, all right, so with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, we're going to go over some things that was caught on camera. So, pay attention and pay attention and pay attention. So here we go.
This first video, this house owner would wake up one morning to find his cell phone completely missing. The house owner lives alone, and this would be enough to make him check his home security cameras. And disturbingly, this would reveal what had actually happened. Rather than showing the house owner simply misplaced his phone, the cameras had clearly caught some unknown man walking around inside the house. It turns out the man let himself in through an unlocked back door, and only minutes later can be seen crawling around the bedroom.
I'm gonna point out the obvious. This is why you need to keep your door locked. Thankfully, the guy had a camera, and I encourage everybody to get a home camera. I have to get one too, but home cameras, everybody gotta have one. If you don't have one, make sure you get one. Shoot, they're security for your home, right? They'll give you all the proof you need if something like this happens, and it'll give you a better idea of who you think it is. I mean, a lot of times it says random people. But, it's better to know something than to not know nothing. Bam.
The house owner, who the whole time was asleep and completely unaware of what was taking place just a few feet away from him. The man can be seen stealing the house owner's phone, which would end up being the only thing stolen. But most disturbingly is the fact that the man can be seen holding a knife in his mouth.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine somebody sneaking in your house like that, crawling? That's scary, number one. Number two, he has a knife in his hand. I mean, he has a knife in his mouth. So obviously he's going there with the intentions of, if he has to do something, he'll do it. But he's also doing a robbery at the same time. That's dangerous, first of all. So let me know, what would you do? What would you do if you seen a guy on all fours, right, with a knife in his mouth? You turn the light on, he's looking at you. I mean, what are you going to do? At this point, you can't call the cops because, obviously after the fact, you have to call the cops. What instinct you think would kick in if you seen this happen? Would you run? Would you, go to your nearest firearm and, I don't know. What would you do? Let me know.
Which proves this man came prepared for confrontation.
Jeez.
Had the house owner woken up during the break-in,
sneaky,
definitely could have ended a lot worse than just a stolen cell phone.
Sneaky snake. Not everybody could have, a lot of people would just run, and I mean, I've seen a lot of that on camera. But also, there's a lot of people that would, force the guy to be welcome, and if you know what I mean. So, again, let me know in the comment section what you would do. So let's go to the next video. All right, this next thing that was caught on camera, man, this is some creepy shit. I'm not gonna lie, this is some creepy shit. And I think, I think the creepier the situation is, the better you could react to it. This is my opinion. If it's, that right there was creepy alone. But this next one, I'm just gonna let you watch, and it gives me the chills even looking and thinking about this. Check it.
This home security footage was captured in the middle of the night, and it shows a man dressed in a Michael Myers costume walk into frame and eventually right up to the house's front door.
Ran up. He didn't walk up, he ran up, I guess.
The man can be seen holding what looks like a knife and wastes no time.
Shit! Look at that! How scary is that? If that doesn't leave chills in your damn arms, man, you. If I seen that, even on the on my camera thing, I'm sorry, but I'm going for the big boy. That's Michael Myers, man. That's Michael Myers. And this one runs. The Michael Myers you see in movies, he walks. So this one's like a 2.0. This one has upgrades. He has attachments.
And trying to open the door. After realizing it's locked, the man simply walks off, but only to return 2 more times to again try and open the door.
He's pissed off. God damn. Oh, hell no.
On the 3rd try, the man can even be seen attempting to use his knife to assist him in getting the door open. But luckily, after being unsuccessful, the house owners would never see this supposed home intruder again.
What is going through his mind? What is going through his mind? And why are these creepy ass guys carrying knives? At least carry a gun if you're gonna do something. I'm just saying. Okay, so this one isn't like a self-defense situation, but because we've seen Michael Myers, so we gotta move on to like creepier type of things. So I guess the story here is the guy and his daughters decide to go to a playground, and they seen something, and I mean obviously they didn't approach it or what. I don't know what exactly they saw. But that's just what I got from the narrative. So let's see what they saw.
Right, we're at the playground, and the kids don't want to go anymore because look at this. This is real. Look at this. There's no wind out here right now.
No one on it either.
Look, there's nobody on it.
It's just moving.
There's no wind. Look at the other swings, and look at the.
When Scotty turns the camera toward the playground swing set, it's clear why the kids are hesitant.
Oh.
Despite the relatively calm air that day, one of the swings moves erratically back and forth, seemingly being influenced by some unseen force. Scotty reports that the wind isn't strong enough to move the swing so violently, and the other swings on the set, which are barely moving in the breeze, appear to back him up. Scotty's kids are too scared to get out of the car. They're convinced something paranormal is responsible for the swing's strange movement.
Yeah, obviously it's a ghost. I don't know. When it comes to ghosts, man, I don't know if I believe it, man. Let me know if you guys believe in ghosts or paranormal stuff. I don't know, but I mean that's unexplainable. I wasn't physically there, so I don't know exactly what. But my eyes believe that there was something that was there that wasn't there. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any stories of the paranormal, please leave them down below. I want to read them. But that shit's creepy. So, yeah.
Could something be out there on the playground?
Different playground?
There's nobody out there.
I do have one.
And it just keeps going back and forth, like,
Ghosts aren't real.
wow.
With the other swing.
Look, ain't nobody here, dude.
Nobody here, dude.
Nobody.
While YouTube skeptics were quick to dismiss the video and blame a strong wind or simply a staged event, others weren't so sure. A Facebook comment from a Warwick local claims to have seen the swing going crazy before and that the park is haunted. Ghost or not, when children are reluctant to have a playground all to themselves, something strange is definitely going on.
And I'm just going to point out the obvious. If there's something there you can't physically control, but it's controlling itself, you might want to get up out of there. You can't defend that, and you're not getting attacked. So get the hell up out of there. Don't see. This is how people die. This is how people die in the movies. Don't go and check it out. Don't tell your girlfriend, "Hey, stay here. I'm gonna go check it out." That's how people die in the movies. So be smart. You see it, you run. I know it's cool to take videos and everything, but I wouldn't risk that. Now, if it's something that you want to have documented, yes, keep a distance like the dude did, but don't go up to. I don't know, man. I don't know. Next video.
Have you ever suspected a stranger in the street meant you harm? On May 5th, 2017, a 33-year-old woman in London crossed paths with sudden, unbelievable violence as she crossed the Putney Bridge in London. Her terrifying encounter was captured on CCTV. As she crosses the bridge, busy with both pedestrians and vehicles, the woman passes a jogger who appears to shove her into traffic and directly into the path of an oncoming bus.
Wow.
Miraculously, the bus driver is able to swerve out of the way to avoid hitting and possibly killing the woman. The bus stopped and passengers poured out to help the woman, who had escaped the ordeal with only minor injuries. The jogger had gotten away, but in a shocking twist, he ran back across the bridge in the other direction about 15 minutes after his vicious shove. The woman attempted to speak to him, but he reportedly ignored her and ran away from the scene yet again.
What?
The jogger was a white male, estimated to be in his 30s, with brown eyes and short brown hair. There was no apparent explanation as to why he had suddenly pushed a woman into such incredible danger. After an exhaustive investigation, with photos circulating of the unidentified man, the London Metropolitan Police closed the case. They had investigated more than 50 suspects and even arrested 3 men, but had not found the mystery jogger. No one was ever charged with this sudden and extreme act of violence, made all the more frightening by its complete lack of explanation.
So, I don't know. If you see, this is why, another thing, situational awareness. One of the rules in situational awareness is keep your distance. Keep distance all the time. Has she done that? I mean, I'm pretty sure she wasn't thinking of that. Oh, she wasn't thinking that. As you've seen, the guy kind of like approached her, merged her way and kind of and pushed her. But even so, I mean, I don't know, man. I just always keep distance, and like you seen, luckily she didn't get ran over by a bus. But that guy, man, I don't know. There's some things that you just can't explain, so I can't explain it.
What are you scared of? The fish? Oh, the fish died.
Oh, man.
Angel's sleeping already. It's raining, girls. Nani, are you almost done eating? Look at me. Turn around. But you gotta listen to me. Turn around. Look at me. What's the matter?
Whoa. What the hell? Go check it out, lady. Go check it out.
Whatever was frightening the first little girl, the second girl now sees it. She screams and runs away from the kitchen as well. Though an adult tries to comfort the 2 girls, they are certain they've come face to face with something terrifying. This mysterious video gained attention for the intensity of the girls' reactions, as well as the fact that what scared the girls is never shown. Was it just a trick of...
No, it's not a trick. The lady just didn't go check it out, man. Coward. All right, we gotta do one more because this one didn't even count. Let's check this out. Stranger danger.
Tries to open Kathleen's front door. They carry a bag of some kind strapped across their shoulders and have a heavy-looking object in the pocket of their hoodie.
That's a gun.
But in a skin-crawling twist, the person is wearing a plastic mask with a permanent smile plastered on their face.
Oh, shit.
They even look directly into the camera, seemingly unafraid of being recorded. After knocking and standing at the door for 15 seconds, the person walks away from Kathleen's house, but not before wiping their fingerprints off of the doorknob. It's unclear whether the masked stranger expected Kathleen to be at home, but she was, and she bravely went downstairs to her door. By the time she got there, the stranger was in a car parked across the street from her home. She yelled from an open window, "Can I help you?" Then repeated her question a second time, but the stranger sped off before she could do anything else. Kathleen was sure the visitor came to her home with bad intentions, since they had taken the extra step to remove identifying fingerprints.
Okay, so what could have been smart was if the guy was still standing there, she could have went upstairs or whatever and opened the window and, you know, and said, you know, what she said, "How can I help you?" whatever. And then I think at that point, the robber obviously would have, you know, determined, okay, well, she knows I'm here and she's out of my distance. I'm assuming he probably would have just left and walked away. That could have been a smart thing to do, but I mean, a lot of times people who rob don't go to the same place. So maybe he didn't go to the same place, or maybe, you know, he's keeping a lookout. I don't know what, but to stand there, what was creepy and sketchy was to just sit in the car parked, right? It's parked. I mean, obviously he was waiting for her. So I don't know. Why would you sit? See, if you're robbing houses, I'm sorry, but I'm not just gonna go to one house and wait there. I'm gonna go to other houses if, you know, if the person doesn't seem to be there. It's just obvious. It's like, you know, if you're gonna do a crime, do it the basic way. I mean, obviously you might get caught because the guy had, he had a car, and I'm assuming, you know, if she really wanted to, she could have got the license plate. If she was that brave to go downstairs and to write down a license plate, or even describe the car. So, so that concludes the end of this video. And again, let me know what you would do. I think, you know, doing these videos, not only does it, I guess, raise like situational awareness, which is important, but obviously it shows you guys what's possible. You know, even the most you know, committed crimes are done in millions of different ways, right? Home robbery, self-defense situations, even situational awareness, keeping distance, you know, like you seen that guy throw the woman on the road. I don't know, I think a lot of it is controversial because we all watch the news, right? Or we hear things, and what I disagree with is a lot of people, they tell you what's happening, but also a lot of people don't tell you what to do when those things are happening. This is why I do these videos. This is why, you know, I like to watch videos like this, because you look on the news and it's nothing but negative things. There's no solutions. It's just here's the information, and they feed you with all this negative information, all this stuff, and eventually you just, I don't know, it creates scarcity rather than, you know, situation awareness. So anyways, again, that's the end of this segment video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and again, I want to read some of your comments, so keep leaving comments. And these videos, man, let me know what you would do in these topics of videos. So until next time, this is Gun Trails. I'm Jimmy, signing out. Peace.